Hello, folks. In this episode, we're going to talk about the second coming. We're going to talk about both the episode and the poem. So let's get started.
Dimmed tide is loosed, and everywhere the ceremony of innocence is drowned. The best lack all conviction, while the worst are full of passionate intensity. Surely some revelation is at hand.
Okay, folks, let's analyze this poem. Well, not the whole poem, but just the beginning, just what they talk about here on the Sopranos episode. And let's go through it line by line. Okay. Well, first, the poem itself, it's dark, it's violent, it's disturbing. It's talking about the Antichrist. That's what it's talking about. And it's talking about wholesale death and destruction. That's what's happening in the poem, in the second coming. Oh, it's very, very, very violent.
The tide is loosed.
The blood-dimmed tide is loosed. It's a bloodbath. That's what's happening here. It's anarchy.
Everywhere the ceremony of innocence is drowned.
And everywhere the ceremony of innocence is drowned. I mean, come on, folks. We know what that means. Everyone's violent. It's a bloodbath, as I said. No one is innocent. No one. This poem is as dark and violent as it gets. The second coming refers to Rhiannon because she was here already. So it's the second coming of Rhiannon. And that's why they have Celtic revival on the blackboard there. See, that refers to Rhiannon coming back.
The best lack all conviction.
The best lack all conviction. David Chase didn't expect anyone to figure this out. So he didn't expect Rhiannon to be convicted by us, the viewing public. But she's convicted now, pal, because Rodney Pearson is on the case.
While the worst are full of passionate intensity.
While the worst, which is AJ, are full of passionate intensity, which leads to nothing. The two passages we just heard clearly refer to Rhiannon and AJ.
Surely some revelation is at hand.
Surely some revelation is at hand. I can simply answer yes, absolutely. Now, as we know, foreshadowing is very, very important in The Sopranos. David Chase uses it several times. And this entire episode is an example of foreshadowing. The whole episode tells us what's going to happen in the last two episodes. It foreshadows the unmitigated violence that's going to happen. Let's take a look at a couple of examples of foreshadowing and the violence associated with foreshadowing in this particular television show, The Sopranos. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Sopranos, Season 3, Episode 13, Army of One. Let's start with Jackie Jr.
Yo, I think you're done for.
And let's watch what happens next. So long, Jackie Jr. And how could we forget Chris Moltisanti in the Kennedy and Heidi episode, Season 6, Episode 18. Here's some real foreshadowing, folks.
Yeah, well, that's the flying ointment. Even still, I say let him have it. Life's too short.
What's also significant in this scene is the song that's playing, Pink Floyd Comfortably Numb, and the passage of the song, because we all know that Tony looked at Chris as his protege. In this passage, it's the part of the song that says, "The child is grown, the dream is gone." Take a listen.
So how was your party that day at the house?
What happens next? Death for Christopher. Life is too short. And that's the end of Christopher. So if there are any naysayers left out there, check out this video, Sopranos, David Chase. It's time to address the Rhiannon question. We want an answer. And this shows all of the images of Emily Wickersham. So it's Rhiannon. Believe me, guys, it's her. If there are any doubters out there still, I don't know why. The Second Coming, a Celtic revival. You're talking about Rhiannon.
Susie copy.
What's that mean?
How old are you?
20.
Shut up.
15.
And that's Rhiannon, a 15-year-old fast girl hanging out at a grown-up club, and she's drinking and she's drunk, and she's going to give this young guy oral sex later on in the night. So that's Rhiannon for you. If you don't believe me about the oral sex, just look at this video, Sopranos character analysis, Paulie, Rhiannon, Butch. It details everything. I want to end this video with a little Black Sabbath and my buddy Warren.
Rodney, this is just a person out there in YouTube land. I just wanted to thank you for your Mystery Solved video. Fantastic job, man. You nailed it. I mean, you really, well, you know it already. You really fucking nailed it. And I just thank you. You know, I was willing to call. You left your number. I'm willing to call just to say thank you. Because, man, you know, I've watched all of the videos that tried to give you an ending and explanation, but no, you're so above all of those others. So anyway, I just wanted to say thank you. My name's Warren, and I appreciate what you've done, man. That's all. Take care. You know, here's one other thing I gotta add. When I lived in Hollywood, I used to live right next door to Tony Sirico. So, I mean, I actually met the guy, helped him move even. And, you know, he was perfect, obviously, for his part in The Sopranos. So I took watching The Sopranos seriously because, you know, there was a guy that I actually knew in it. And, and one other tidbit that nobody would ever be able to tell you. I downloaded The Sopranos and watched every fucking episode just to make sure, just to see if I could find the thread to the ending, but you really fucking nailed it. And I just wanted to say that, yeah, I actually knew one of the people in the cast. That's a tidbit that you can't get anywhere, but I'm giving it to you because you gave it to me. God damn, that was just a great job. Anyway, thank you. Bye.
Well, thank you. That was Warren from Soprano Land. I truly appreciate him. Thank you very much. And Warren, if you're listening, or if you're viewing this video, I should say, give me a call back. And that's for any one of you guys. I love you guys. I love you. You support me. I support you. And I really appreciate everyone. 1-844-595-8859. You could call me anytime. Or you could check out my website anytime, day or night, 24 hours a day, www.themonthlystandard.news. I'd love to interview you guys. You got something to say? You got a story? Give me a call. And check out this video and all the other videos I have on my YouTube channel. Thanks for your support, and I'll be talking to you soon.